Hello Seven Hills North community and welcome to this information resource video about HeartWords. I am Nicole Sanders, Assistant Principal, Curriculum and Instruction.
And I am Jacqueline King, Assistant Principal for K-2.
We'd like to pay our respects to the traditional custodians of the land, the Comrigal people of the Darug Nation. We give thanks for the land on which we share our knowledge to help our children to learn and grow.
So, welcome. This presentation has been created for parents and caregivers, especially in kindergarten and stage 1, to supplement your understanding of how to help your child to learn to read and spell. It is to support your understanding of HeartWords, an evidence-based approach to teaching what has formerly been known as tricky words.
It is our aim that by the end of this presentation, you will know what a HeartWord is, you will understand why we teach irregular words as HeartWords, and understand the importance of being able to use HeartWords to improve spelling.
So how do children learn to read? Research on how children learn to read has shown that it involves a complex interplay of various cognitive processes. The intricate process of learning how to read requires the brain to undergo significant development in areas responsible for language processing, visual recognition, and cognitive functions. Therefore, reading is not a natural process. Children need to be explicitly taught the code of written language. By understanding this concept, educators and parents can better support children in their reading journey.
The code of written language. We refer to the sounds that letters and letter combinations make as the code. This enables students to be able to use their knowledge of this code to decode words when reading.
So if we look at the word had is a decodable word, as each letter, or grapheme, makes a single sound, what we call a phoneme. This type of word can be decoded and spelled easily for students once they have learnt the code of the alphabet. The word his, however, is a heart word. This is because students know that H makes H, I makes I, but the S makes a Z sound, making this part irregular for students to sound out, so they therefore have to learn that part of the word by heart.
Decodable texts. A decodable text is a type of reading material where the majority of words are made up of regular words or patterns that are in line with what children have been taught in phonics instruction. These texts are designed to help children practice and apply their phonics skills as they learn to read. Decodables are used in teaching children to read because they provide an opportunity for young readers to practice sounding out words and blending sounds together to form words. By using decodable texts, children can gain confidence in their reading abilities, improve their phonemic awareness, and develop fluency in reading. This approach helps children build a strong foundation in decoding words, which is essential for becoming proficient readers.
Why don't we want to encourage students to memorize words? Evidence has shown that asking a child to memorize words as a way of teaching them to read is an inadequate way to expect students to retain and be able to read words by sight. A more effective approach is to teach students to decode what part of the word can be sounded out, and using a heart to represent the irregular spelling pattern in the word.
Order of HeartWords. At the beginning of kindergarten, hearts under a word may be identifying a digraph, which is when two letters make one sound that is yet to be taught. For example, at the beginning of kindergarten, students will not have been exposed to the digraph TH for V. After the digraph V has been explicitly taught, part of the word becomes decodable, and it is the E that remains the irregular part and therefore keeps the heart.
So as students progress through stage 1 and through phonics instruction, HeartWords become more about identifying parts of a word that will be permanently irregular. In the word was, the A is irregular, as we pronounce it O, and the E on the end of R does not change the way the digraph R is pronounced.
How learning heart words can assist with spelling. By supporting students in identifying irregular parts of a word when spelling, we can help them retain how to correctly spell irregular words when writing.
Here is an example of what the heart word lists coming home will look like for kindergarten students. But also, they might be coming home to support our Stage 1 students. We ask that at home you assist your child in learning the irregular parts of heart words and encourage them to use the dots to recognize parts of the word they should be able to decode. Students' lists will be updated as they learn to read these words.
If you have any further questions about heart words, please contact the school to speak to one of our staff. Thank you for your time.